Good morning. It is February 28th. Sorry. I don't know if I'm going to be posting this video, but I'm making it just because I'm making it. We have had a death in the family, and I don't know if I can continue to post, but I don't want to go into it too much. I know it's shocking. It's tragic. My youngest son passed away on January 28th. And it's been a month today. And I'm heartbroken. It's 20 after 10, Saturday morning. And I have plans later on this afternoon with friends to go out for supper. Everybody has been just absolutely wonderful and helpful, and to get this through this very, very difficult time. Flowers from the funeral, still hanging on, but I think I'm going to take them out today, put them out today. And I've got roses over there that I'm saving. I'm going to turn them upside down to dry them. But my house, I've had, many, many people here over the course of time, and I'm back to work. I went back to work last week. I didn't make it in Friday. It's been very touch and go. But I'm so sad. I can't even describe the pain. But life goes on, and house has to be cleaned, and so I'm going to do that. So today I have plans, like I said, they're about 1:30ish. They're at a hockey game for their grandson, and we're going to go out afterwards. So I am going to dedicate about 20 minutes to each room just to get it back into order. That has been sitting there since before. I have pictures here of that we did for the board. This is so hard. There's my boy. And this picture fell out. I'm going to get some photo albums and put these all back together. Oh, they're falling all down. This is when he was a baby, when he was little. So tragic situation. That incomprehensible. Tragic event. Sudden misadventure on a snowmobile, and I'm not going to go into it. I'll cry. I'm going to cry forever. So, anyways, messy house. Did some laundry last night and had some Doritos in bed. Been watching the JFK, Jacqueline, or whatever her name was, Carolyn Bessette. And just kind of nothing TV. So anyways, I can't even remember the last time I was on here. Well, obviously it was before then, and that was January 28th. So I'm going to start. I have some laundry in the washer, and I'm going to switch that over and spend 20 minutes in each room, and I don't know if I'll come back on or... I am coping. I'm been surrounded by love and support. Whole family has, and we're just processing and, carrying on. So I'm going to put you on pause. I'm gonna go flip that laundry over, and then when I come up, I'm going to start by 20 minutes in the kitchen. So this is what the kitchen looks like now. Mess. Although it's not that bad. It's just, what do you expect? I've been, tidying and doing dishes and sweeping the floor, but this house has not been properly cleaned in over a month, and it needs to be vacuumed. Like, I was thinking, when is the last time I vacuumed? Like, I'm sweeping the floors, but it's like I haven't got the vacuum cleaner out. Well, maybe I have. I think I have. I don't know. Anyways, this is what the kitchen looks like now, and let's see what it looks like when I get back. 20 minutes went by. I can't even believe it. I didn't get much done. It's like, got the dishes put away. Table started, but I was just starting to deal with those crackers and that. That's all from the funeral, and just things that came home and whatnot. I know this is weird. I feel weird. I was thinking, like, you have to carry on, and house needs to be cleaned, and like I said, I've just been doing the bare minimum, and there's dust everywhere and things that have sat there. I did get the flowers out into the not recycle, but organics. And underneath that cabinet is just disgusting. Like, all projects have obviously stopped. And, yeah, I got to get things done. Cookies, empty cookie jar. Always make sure there's cookies in the cookie jar when the grandkids come. And, but it's been sitting there empty because they haven't been here in a little bit. But, yeah, and I was thinking, it feels normal doing this stuff, and doing normal things feels abnormal in this, like, life is never going to be normal again. But I am comforted by the fact that my son would say that he believed in Jesus as Lord and Savior, and that he is with God right now. And I know he's safe. And I'd always worried about him. Yeah, I'm not going to go into his history, but it was complicated, and there were times I worried about his safety, and the Lord decided to take him home, and you wrestle with that. I know I think I've told you before that I have prayer journals for my kids, and on the day he passed, it was his day, and before I knew he passed, I'd written out prayer for him. And when I read it, and I'm not going to read it because it'll just make me cry, but it's like, I was praying that God would generally would just help him in his life and get things sorted out and whatnot. And then, and again, I don't want to go into detail because it's just so tragic. And it wasn't an accident, but it was an accident. It was an accident, and on a snowmobile, and I don't want to go into it, but yeah, these plants, I'm kind of giving up on plants. Not doing a very good job. I've had to throw a couple more out, and it's like, I don't know, this place is just too dark. I just don't get enough light. I do in my bedroom, but not in this spot. But these plants here, this one, what are they? Oh, he's told me the names of them. My son gave them to me, and he loved plants, and him and my husband at the other place, they'd put in an incredible garden, and at one time, and because he had taken a horticulture class and got right into it, and we had this vegetable garden. But even plants like this, like, he got them and propagated them and gave them to me. And one's it's snake tail or snake plant, and this one I believe is called mother-in-law's tongue. And I've had them for years. and they survive. So there you go. So, and this one even is getting some more growth. I should probably turn it around a bit now. Oh, this one's not looking too good. Oh no, that's not looking good at all. But this one's looking fine. Needs some water. Gotta give it some water. Things have been neglected. I'm just trying to put one foot in front of the other, and I could stay in bed with the covers over my head and not get out, but you have to get out of bed. And because, I mean, you just can't stay there. And I don't want to fall into deep, dark depression, which I'm not. I'm sad, but I'm not depressed. So I thank God for that. Because I battle with depression, but I don't feel depressed. I feel sad. There's a big difference, So the Lord is my strength. There's a beautiful song by Jelly Roll, The Lord is my strength, that we played at his funeral, and I just keep listening to it over and over again. So, and it gives me strength, and God gives me strength. He's holding me up. I trust in that. Like there was a line in the song about, Lord, you are the song, my song in the night. And I was reading in my Bible, in my regular Bible reading, and in Job there's a verse, Lord, you are my song in the night. And so the Lord's giving me these little things when I'm reading the Bible. He's speaking to me and comforting me, and but it doesn't change that my boy's gone and he's not here anymore. I trust he's with the Lord and that he suffers no more. Any pain and suffering that he had is gone. No more tears, no more sorrow. Just rejoicing for him. And I rejoice that he's there, but I'm sad that he's not here. And that it feels like a life cut short. And, our family's changed now. It's different. And I just have to live with that. And I was watching a silly YouTube video. I don't know what it was. I can't even remember. Clip. Something funny. And it made me laugh. And I laughed. And I heard my voice laugh. And I'm like, I can laugh. Like I can still laugh. So that's good. But anyways, this kitchen obviously needed more than 20 minutes. So I'm gonna give it another 15, and then wherever I am, I'm moving on to the next room. So I'm gonna hang on. Okay, my 15 minutes is up, and this is good enough. So that rag's still sitting there just because I'm using it while I'm cleaning, and sorted out that. A lot of details to deal with. Oh, this timer. Listen to that timer. Scares you half to death. Oh my gosh, you say things like that and then you realize what you're saying. I'm taking care of his estate, so lots of paperwork. I have thank you cards to do, which I plan on doing tomorrow. And yeah, I just put some things up there for now, just to kind of fill the spaces, and that's not my best work. Although I don't even know what my best work is, but you know what? It's okay. So, and I'm putting things away in the cupboards and kind of shoving them in and thinking, oh, these cupboards need to be completely emptied, and I'll get to that. But for now, the kitchen's okay. And now we're going to tackle the living room. And I'm going to give it 20 minutes. I really don't think it'll take that. Well, I say that, but it's like all that stuff needs to be put away. That's from the kitchen. It needs to go in the spare bedroom. Here's a picture of my son. I love that picture of him. I can't see his blue eyes, so the light's reflecting the whatever. I'm going to guess he was sitting by a bonfire or something like that. He looks so relaxed. And then these angels here. I just moved another picture of my oldest son. I know he wouldn't want me to show him on camera. So this angel lost its wings, but my son gave me those angels when he was working full-time with his dad and still living at home, and I had them on a shelf in the living room, and I moved them to some place less front and center, and he came home from work and he's like, "Where's the angels?" And I said, I pointed them out, and he says, "Mom, can you put them back on the shelf? I want to know the angels are watching over me." Well, the angels are watching over you, son. So I know there's good struggle with why. I'm going to struggle with why. I understand that. But I trust God. I trust God. And I'm not going to get a why. I'm going to get a how to carry on. So that's what I'm going to do. So anyways, let's look at this mess. Toys out from kids being here, which is, I mean, nothing like having the grandkids around. I'll tell you, this paperwork shoved over there. Those flowers need to be tended to. Just little messes everywhere. So I got to get that. I mean, that box has been sitting there for so long. So, okay, we're going to get this stuff sorted out. So I'm going to put 20 minutes on the clock and then do that. Okay, hang on. Okay, I had another 12 minutes to that. So what, 20, 32. So yeah, each room's taking about a half hour. So let's be honest, I'm not going to get it done in 20 minutes. Looks better. I got stuff that was just hanging around put out. I got to clean this mess up. Well, it's not a mess, it's stuff. It has to go upstairs. That's my son's coats that were given back to me. Yeah. That wreath, somebody left that wreath at the funeral. And no card. I don't know who did it, but it's the shape of a heart. You can't really see it. Well, I can't. I have to get back far enough. I don't know if I can do it. Here. Put it there. You see the heart shape? Kind of goes down to point at the bottom. A little bit of a indent at the top. I'm going to put that on my back deck. I'm going to, when I redo my back deck, get it all prettied up. Chairs got to go back to my sister's downstairs because people here. I hung the roses there for now. See, these are the things that break me. Was taking those roses out of the vase and trying to figure out what to do with them, and I didn't know where to put them, and I just started to cry. The heart. See the heart chip? He would send me hearts. Pictures of hearts, just randomly. And one day he sent that. Heart chip. Love you, Mom. Things like that. And then to find that heart. And the funny thing is I'd been out in the back deck with some people on a nice day. I can't even remember who it was. And saying that I needed something to put in this one spot and couldn't think of what to put. And I thought, that's perfect. It'll go back out there. And then this little sign here, Home Sweet Home. My son gave that to me when he was about 8 years old. 8-ish, I don't know, I can't really remember, but there'd been some trouble, upheaval in the house. I don't know what it was, just, family going through good patches and rough patches, and we'd had a rough weekend. And he went into the dollar store, he had some money burning in his pocket. He came out with that little gift for me. He always knew how to touch my heart, how to make me feel better when I was sad. So, and then I was looking at that black funeral bag with the details, all the stuff you need. That's the second one. My husband's and now his, and it's like, okay, that's enough. No more people. Parent never wants to bury their child. So, and I'm cleaning and I'm thinking, okay, I'm restoring. Part of me feels guilty that I'm putting it back to quote, unquote, normal. Because I kind of, the disarray just, is a picture of my grief. And put it back to normal says I'm not grieving, and I am grieving. And I know that parents do not get over the death of a child. So I've seen it. Yeah. Oh my. So anyways, what time is it? I gotta start getting ready here. They're gonna be texting me. Well, not till after 1:30. So I think what I'm gonna do is definitely this bedroom shouldn't take any more than 20 minutes. I just have to make the bed and fold some laundry and pick up a little flotsam. Bathroom just needs a wipe down. And I probably won't get to this room. This room is too emotionally charged right now anyways. So with pictures and things. I bought a treadmill. I thought it was a walking pad. I didn't read the description well enough, and a few days, I don't know when I ordered it, but it came the day after, or just a couple days after my son passed away, and it's like, was delivered. I got home, delivery guy was there, he's leaving it down at the bottom of the stairs, which is basically at the street. We got here at the same time, and I said, you're not going to leave that there, are you? And he says, I'm not carrying it up the stairs, it's too heavy. So, because it's up the stairs to my front door. And I said, well, it's too heavy for you, it's too heavy for me. And he's like, well, maybe we can do it together. And I'm like, okay. So the two of us, and I struggled. My sister has a walking pad, and it's very portable. She picks it up. She just kind of dismantles it easily every day and has a little storage spot downstairs. I thought this was the same thing because I didn't read the details good enough. So it's like, yeah. It sat there, and it's like, okay, I'm going to put it up because I got it because of the winter. In winter, we're having a nice little thaw right now. It's cold, but it's warm. It's cold, but it's warm. It's cold, but it's sunny. And we've had so much snow. It's just been overwhelming. It's like, but we're getting there. Spring is on the way. So anyways, I think that's probably enough from me today. I'm going to take a break now. I'm just tired. It's so hard to describe how I feel. I don't think anybody can describe it. But I do feel good that the house looks a bit better because, I don't want to slip into depression, and that'll make me slip into depression. I am fine with living with sadness because that's good. I don't know if that makes sense, but depression, I don't want to go under, and I know my son wouldn't want me to either. So he used to have a message on his phone. He'd say, hi, it's Scott. I'm out making the world a better place. Leave me a message. So I keep thinking of that. And when I gave tribute at the funeral, I said that. And at the end I said, so do you folks, in honor of Scott, with God's help, to fight all our fights, let's go out and make the world a better place. In honor of Scott. I didn't say the last honor of Scott, but it's like, and that's why I think of that. You know what? Can't give up. Can't stop. Can't fold. I can slow down and I can grieve, but I'm still here because God has allowed it, and there's still a mission. So I'm gonna do my best, even if it's just my own little world for now. In this house, well, it extends, doesn't it, to everybody you meet, to your family, your friends, your loved ones. make everybody's world a better place by doing what we can do. So, anyways, this amaryllis, is that what it's called? Amethyst, something like that. I don't know. Amaryllis. Most of it, like the flowers that did come, they budded and died, but new one come up. So there you go. That's exciting. That happened after Scott died, and it's like, I don't know. That just excites me. I hope it's okay in that spot. This house just doesn't get a lot of light. I don't mind it. I mean, I don't mind not being in blazing sunlight when I'm in the house. So, like, it's not dark, so that's good. My bedroom's the best light. But anyways, I've been going on for 25 minutes and I feel like I'm getting things done, but I'm going to have a coffee now and just take a little break, and then I'm going to start getting ready to go out with dear friends. So the support I've had has been phenomenal, and it's like, work has been tricky. It's been okay. People have been helping out, but of course I was already behind. Now I'm behind her. But they've been helping, and, retirement's on its way. So I'm hanging in. Part of me thought maybe I'll just bail now, but I don't think that's a good idea. If it becomes apparent that I cannot do it, because Wednesday morning I couldn't even get to work, or like I couldn't go fast, or Thursday morning, I can't remember, because I think I told you I write in prayer journals, and I'm still writing in Scott's because I can't just stop. And of course that broke my heart. And then, trying to get ready for work after you're falling apart. And so I just said I'm having a little bit of a struggle, but I'm pulling it together, and I'm going to be later than usual. And got back, you take as much time as you need, and the girls, they divvied up my work, and they kept it divvied this week anyways, till I could just kind of plow through some other stuff that they didn't know what to do with. So we'll see what next week brings. And then yesterday I woke up, I don't know if I was ill or sick with grief. It was like, I felt ill, like my cheeks were burning and my body was aching, and I got up, put the kettle on, and then I thought, I gotta lay down. Laid down, didn't wake up for like an hour, and then I thought, I can't go. I am physically not capable of doing this. So just let them know, and they're fine. Take all the time you need. And then I went back to bed, and I slept like I was in a coma. I would wake up and think, I gotta wake up, and I couldn't wake up. And I finally got out of bed about noon, because I had to go see a notary yesterday, and, well, I could have put it off, but till when? It's like, probably till next Friday, and it needs to be done. So I thought, I gotta do this. And ended up, pulling it together, set the appointment, met the guy, did our business, and then I had to go down to Service Canada. This is all related to my son, and so did that. And once I got up and outside, and it was so beautiful, sun shining, and felt the fresh air. It's like I started to feel better, but then I slowed down again. So that's the way it is. I have moments I've had moments where I've had, like I said, laughs. Like one fella at work who I always joke around with, he had a hard time just even looking at me, and I knew he was so uncomfortable. And he's a young guy. He's just in his 30s, and I'm sure he thought, I do not know what to say. So I broke the ice with him just one day, saying hi to him, asking how he was and whatnot. And so we've been kind of, he's been very somber around me. But the other day, I was going to the back, and he was coming out, and I needed to go through the door, and he shut the door really fast, like a joke, like he would have done before in the past. And we both laughed, kind of thing. It's like, oh, that felt normal. And then another guy that used to work there showed up Thursday, no idea what had happened, and brought lunch for people, and he was all cheerful and happy and wanted me to go up and have lunch with him. And I'm like, oh, no, thanks. Because I thought, he doesn't know, and I can't sit there like a lump on the log. And I almost started crying, and one of the other girls seen that, and she asked me, she's like, come join us. And I'm like, I just can't. And sorry. She said, do you want me to tell him? I'm like, yeah, maybe that'd make it less uncomfortable, but I still don't want to join everybody for lunch. Like, I'm just not up for it. So she told him. And then he came down and he says, you're eating it. I'm bringing you this sandwich. I'm making you take it. And he's like, and I'm giving you a big hug because I just heard about your son and I'm so sorry. And, he was wonderful. It's funny how people manage with it. It's awkward. And some people are gracious and seem to know just what to say and do. And other people just stumble around, and I stumble around. So it's like, I just have to extend grace. So, anyways, okay. This is 30 minutes long. That's enough. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna have a coffee. I don't think I've talked this much in I don't know how long. Wow, I say that, but me and my daughter talk pretty much every day, and the boys, and see, that's another thing, is like just the way I used to roll my family's names off my tongue, and there's one missing now. So, on that sad note, I'm not gonna go on. I trust that my son is with the Lord, and that he suffers no more, and that he's rejoicing, and I rejoice for him, but my heart is broken. But I will see him again. So take care. God bless.